brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now Jackson. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up 3rd down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now Jackson. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a 1st down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the first quarter. I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
He will push his way down to about the 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be... Now it's Jackson. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 2nd down at 4. Back to throw, Stafford. Again, it's Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Coming up on 2nd and 7. To throw is Stafford. Complete. It's Johnson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route. Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed him up throughout the game because that was his longest.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Stafford. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Now Stafford. Again, he finds Moore. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
2nd and 8 coming up. Stafford. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Going for it with Sanders. Picks up the 1st down. Only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And this one is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well, somewhat calm, only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back. This
Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10. On the handoff, Lewis. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, but
it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And getting our first update now from Nashville. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. On first down, Stafford here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Throwing is Stafford. We're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again.
T.J. Hockenson came into the NFL with big expectations. His big strides, they came in year 2 when his receptions jumped from 32 as a rookie to 67 last year. They expect those numbers to continue to go up, and they will when he continues to make catches like that.
Got his man. It's Williams. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Williams brings it in. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on first down. Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now it's Stafford. And once again, this is Sanders. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Stafford. And in for the Lions, touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just 1 score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Now the try here for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Jones. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. He finds his man complete. That's Clayton. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Jackson now. And that is incomplete. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And shedding through the tackle. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back out is Matthew Stafford in the Lions offense. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure this team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. From the red zone now, Stafford. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, touchdown! What a great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Clayton. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. From the 25 on 2nd down. Jackson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it's Matthew Stafford who's had it working in the first half. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on first down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Stafford. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford. Open man. He's got him. The tight end, Hockenson. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Here's Jones. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Lamar Jackson heading back out as we check out our player spotlight. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? Shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, Jackson will keep it. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he spins through. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
It's they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Stafford, he finds his man, complete. That's more. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays. On second down now, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 44 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And it's complete to the tight end, Pettigrew. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And oh, what a catch at the 2. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Sanders will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Point after try forthcoming. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Jones. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
On first down, Lewis. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 63 yards rushing for him now to this point. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Lewis. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Tucker's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Looking to throw. Stafford. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Ndamukong Suh just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Jackson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Throw left side complete. That's Lewis. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the 1st down marker. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. On 1st and 10, Stafford. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there on the catch and run.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Here's 2nd and 10. Stafford now to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw again. That swung out wide to Sanders. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what...
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's going to go down again. And Suh picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Throwing is Jackson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Ezekiel Ansah in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Here's Sam Cook now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. Another shot now for this Lions offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Second and 11 now.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
From the 50, it's Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Again, it's Stafford. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the Ravens are right back in this football game.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. They'll find Williams on the slant. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Stafford. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the left. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
To try again after the sack. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He finds his man complete. As they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a throw here to his running back. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down. Here's Jackson. Oh, no, he lost the football. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. Jackson to throw, looking deep downfield. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Now Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long. We'll see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for the Lions, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.